Hello everyone, it's Brett here, Lionheart84, and I thought I'd ask some of my gardening friends and experts, especially the avocado experts, if they might like to try and help me identify these avocados that I bought earlier this week. Now, just to give you a bit of background on the UK market, 90% of avocados sold here are Hass, which either normally come from South America or from Spain, but we do quite often get green skinned avocados, which are normally the traditional what I call pear shape, and mostly they'll be, or almost all be Fuerte, sometimes Ettinger and sometimes Bacon. Probably Fuerte is the most common, and we also get the very large Caribbean, what I consider to be Caribbean avocados. Sometimes they're from Africa, but they're mostly from the Caribbean or South America, and they tend to be much bigger than these. But I saw these the other day in the same sort of greengrocers that normally has the pear-shaped ones, but there's nothing on the box to say what they are, and I'm wondering if anybody would have a better clue than me. They're not huge. I mean, they're a good size, but they're not the typical huge Caribbean ones, which also tend to be slightly more oval than round. These ones seem to be almost perfectly round. So what I thought I'd do is just pop the camera on the tripod. Now, I don't think they're ripe yet, but you might have more chance of identifying them if I cut one open and have a look, because I don't know how big the seed's going to be, and how thick the flesh will therefore be, and also the thickness of the skin. So it might give you a slight chance of having a guess what they are. I mean, I know we're only be guessing, because who knows when you get an avocado like this where it's come from, although you would tend to think it will have come from South America or the Caribbean. We certainly don't get avocados in normally from North America. But I'll pause the video and we'll have a look. Okay, so welcome back to the second part of the video. I'll move that one off. I have an inkling that this one is slightly more ripe than the other one. There's no real softness to it, so I think it's going to be pretty hard, but I'll still be able to perhaps mash it and use it on or maybe on toast. But I thought the only way people might want to have a guess as to what it is simply if it's cut in half. Definitely very hard, nowhere near ripe, so I'll be leaving the other one for another week or two. I mean, it's so hard I may not even be able to cut it in half enough to have a look at what the stone is. Excuse me. Absolutely as hard as a rock. She's often the way with avocados that are picked way too ripe. I may not even be able to get this to split in half. Probably end up cutting right through the stone as well. Let's see where we're at. Okay. So, it is very hard. Now, I'm really quite surprised. I wasn't expecting to see a very small stone like that. The skin it's normal, what I call avocado thickness. You might be able to hear the rain at the moment. It's kind of a sort of a yellowy colour, but obviously far too hard to consider eating, I would say, at the moment. But I might just see if I can spoon a little bit of the flesh off. Yeah, it's very hard. Let me just taste it. Very hard to say because it's so soft. I wouldn't say that it's a little bit buttery. I mean, it is quite a good oil content on it, but it's certainly not way off being right. But that won't matter from the point of view of identifying it. Hold on. So just picking out the piece of flesh I dropped. what I'll probably do is stick this in the fridge for a couple of days. The other one I'll leave in the fruit bowl, and even in the fridge it may soften slightly, and then I'll just be able to chop it up and mash it and maybe make a firm guacamole. But if anybody can guess from the shape and the size of the flesh and the stone, I'd be interested to know what your thoughts are. So thank you for watching the video, much appreciate it. Please give me a thumbs up. Obviously share the video if you think anybody else will know. Please subscribe to my channel, and remember to click on the bell if you'd like to know when new videos come out. See you all soon. Brett out for now.